Welcome to this week's Ask Ashley. I already have my Instagram fam hanging out over here on the side. And then over here, I have my YouTube friends and the Ash and Tay Crochet Facebook group. I'm going in 3 different spots this week. So hopefully it is going well. Now I can't post inside of the Ash and Tay, like the Ash and Tay Crochet Facebook group. I cannot post in the comments. Now, I don't know if you are able to see the comments. I'm not sure. But if you want me to be able to see your name, if you are commenting from the Facebook group, you need to go to streamyard.com/Facebook opens. No, not opens. That's a typo. /Facebook. Can I even edit this? Well, it's hide, edit. /Facebook in a new tab. There we go. And give me permissions, give StreamYard permissions for me to see your name. If not, it's just going to say Facebook person or something, unknown Facebook. I don't know, which is fine. I don't have to know your name. I can answer your questions without knowing your name. So I haven't seen any unknowns yet. So hopefully if people join on Facebook, you can let me know if it's working or not. Lewis, this one who just asked on Instagram, the best place to ask is inside of the YouTube. Thank you, Elise, for helping me. I appreciate it. Elise is coming in hot over there trying to help me manage. Also, you guys don't know, but Mackenzie's not here this week, so I'm going solo. Hello, friends. Okay. Let's dive into the questions. Our first one is from Lilla, and she says, hello. A few weeks back, you mentioned that shop owners sometimes try to act like influencers on Instagram. Can you give examples? And I don't remember what I said, but I do know what I think. So hopefully they go hand in hand. Oftentimes, and it happens to me a lot because I am a business owner, but I also have a large social media following, and not all of them are crocheters. Like some people just follow me because they think I'm funny, right? So it's very easy for me to get sucked into the influencer mode instead of the business owner mode, where I'm like, I don't know how to say it without it sounding like brand deals or sponsored posts, things like that. And with my unique business, I am able to pull it where I can do both, but I'm not a finished piece seller. I am I provide a lot of free stuff, my free crochet patterns and my free business tips. And the paid option is Crochet Boss Academy. So that's basically my only product is Crochet Boss Academy, besides like my stickers and my PDFs. But I don't really, it's not like my main income is not product sales of PDF. Well, PDFs is fine, but they sell on their own on Etsy. I don't have to push the PDFs at all. But like the stickers and stuff, it's not my main focus. My main focus in my business is serve my ideal customer well in everything that I do, get blog traffic. That's the next one. Crochet Boss Academy sales. That's the next one. And then Etsy sales. So like the PDFs that just sell on their own. So a crafty concept can juggle doing like influencer type things like brand deals or sponsored posts, as long as it's ideal customer specific. So if I do anything with a brand, it's because it helps me do what it would also help you do, because we're the same. You know what I mean? Crochet business owners or moms that also have crochet business owners, or homeschool moms that are also crochet business owners. Everything that I do is geared to crochet business owners. So if sometimes I get asked to do collabs for things like pet toys or makeup, and that's not me at all. I'd love some free pet toys for my pets, sure, but I'm not going to go out of my way to make that part of my business. You know what I mean? So sometimes, and if you're a finished piece seller, you need to be focusing on that. If you are promoting other brands for like a sponsorship post, you're sending your customers to go shop with somebody else. So, and then at the same time, it gives you a lot of peace and freedom, because you don't have to go viral on TikTok or Instagram. You don't have to have 50,000 views on every single one of your reels, because all that you need to do is sell your products. That's your goal, is serve your ideal customer well and sell your products. And in today's society, it's very mind twisting to realize that how many Instagram followers you have is not important. It feels important and it looks important, but it's truly not important. My Instagram following goes up every year, but my income goes up every year too, which is a blessing, but I'm also working really hard all the time. Like, Instagram doesn't send me hardly any blog traffic. Most of my blog traffic comes from Google and Pinterest and Facebook. Facebook is more because you can like share links through Facebook. So Instagram, how many Instagram followers I have is not going to be what actually helps me move the needle in my business. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. 15 minutes. Love you, bye. I told her she could do that ahead of time. So keep that in mind and let yourself have the freedom in that. Like, maybe you made a post and it only got 10 likes, but maybe you sold something and it was a $30 thing from that post. That's more important than getting 50,000 likes and selling 0. You know what I mean? So it's weird in today's society. And a lot of times business owners or businesses in general kind of bleed over into the influencer genre. And a lot of times it's fine. Like, a lot of times it's able to mesh well, especially if you have some sort of like lifestyle crochet business where you're selling lifestyle type things and you're able to intertwine it with like influencer type stuff together, if that makes sense. Can't think of an example off the top of my head, but there are tons of them. But I don't want you to see influencers doing stuff and then you be like, oh, I'm not doing enough. Their business model is totally different. Influencers do not sell products. They sell other people's products. Like, they don't sell their own products. They get money from views, they get money from sponsored posts, and they get free stuff, or they get money to show other people's stuff. So their goals are different than a business owner who sells finished pieces goals. And I just want you to keep that in mind, because it can be a little weird. It can be a little weird to think about, especially like when the people around you have 50,000 views on their reels and you have 15, and then you're like trying to compare yourself, but their goals are different. So they're going to be doing different stuff. Also, they're posting like 3 times a day. If I was only an influencer, I would be posting like 3 times a day, because that's going to help me get the most views. And the more views I get, the more money I make, right? You're a business owner. Your goal isn't views. Your goal is to grow your business, to build your ideal customer base so that they and have a true relationship with you as the business owner and the business, and they want to shop with you over and over again. That's your goal. So hopefully that's making sense. Hello, everybody. Okay, so there's not been any extra comments coming in. Hopefully that's making sense to you guys. If you want me to talk about it again, or have any clarifying questions, feel free to ask them and I will star them. Thank you, Lila, for your question. I hope that was helpful. Next up is Deborah, and she says, hi, Ashley. Last week you discussed, if I have this right, pinning Instagram posts to Pinterest. Is this a topic covered in last year's Crochet Boss Academy? I can check my Crochet Boss Academy materials when I get home today, if so. So Deborah is inside of Crochet Boss Academy, and she's asking me about Pinterest. And Deborah, so we don't have a Pinterest module inside of Crochet Boss Academy, but it is something that I'm flirting with adding in the future. I don't know if I'll get it in for 2024 or not, but we can definitely talk about that more inside of Crochet Boss Academy. But pinning your Instagram post. So let me try to share my screen. Let me pull up an incognito window and go to my Instagram, and I'm going to show you what we got going on. Hang on. I know I've not shared my screen yet. Okay. So I do not have a plugin. Okay, here we are. So if you have a plugin on your internet browser for Pinterest, it would be, I might have it over here actually on my main. This one's incognito, but if I had one, when I hovered over this image, there would be a P right here, like with a red circle around it. And I could click on that P and it will take that picture and open up like I'm creating a pin on Pinterest. And I could take this picture that I shared, today on Instagram, and I could talk about these stickers, and I could make one pin. I could pin this exact photo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times and link to each sticker in my shop a different time and make the titles and tags and description unique to each of the 6 stickers and use that same picture 6 times. I could also use it to promote the pattern for the backpack. And I know that you guys can't see it, I'm sorry, but it's the picture that I posted on Instagram today that has like my 6 stickers and my backpack whip that I'm working on. So I could use it for either of those. The stickers would be better because it's obvious that those are the main point of this picture. This reel, which I can't click on it because I guess I'll go, hang on. Let me go into my I was hoping it wouldn't like show any. Let me just make sure nothing weird is showing. Okay. Hopefully it'll work. I still don't have, I know you're not live. I know I'm not sharing my screen yet. I still don't have the Pinterest thingy. I don't want to share it. I don't want to share it from my actual, I'd rather it be incognito. But so when it comes to the things that you post on Instagram, you can post them also to Pinterest. Let me pull up my Pinterest and I can show you from that end. Let me get it pulled up and make sure there's no credit card information, and then I will share my screen. Okay. Let's just wing it. And if it gets weird, we'll do something different. My dogs are going crazy. Where is this guy? Share. Okay. Here's my Pinterest. Now I could go to over here, this little button. There should be ways to create pins right here in Pinterest. Maybe I gotta go back here. I don't like doing it live. I can't even see. Man, okay, it's not even working. So stop the share. It's not even working. Pinterest.com. I'm just gonna show you how to like make pins on Pinterest. Business Hub. Create campaign. Where's create pin? So here it is. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Share. I went over here, Business Hub, create pin. Okay, save from site. That's one of the options. So if I went to https www.instagram.com/crafty concept, it's going to pull up those pictures. No, it's not. Cool. See, you're going to say a crafty see, oh, that's not how you spell that. That's the problem. EPT. There. It's been crazy. But you can, though. You can save the image from a website. Let's go to www.acraftyconcept.com. Okay. See, there are images from my website that you can save and create pins from. You can do the same thing with Instagram if it would work. / Let's see. It's not working. Okay. But you can also do, like, I can take an actual URL from my actual Instagram. So if I clicked on one of the images from Instagram, it's going to give me the URL at the top, and I could paste that URL here, and that's the exact reel that I copy and pasted the URL from. So that grabbed my reel from Instagram, add one pin, and then I can title it, and then I can write my description, and then it's linked to that image on Instagram. If you're trying to build your Instagram following, you can pin your Instagram post to go to your Instagram account, to go to that post, and they will be like, hopefully they'll follow you once they find you through that way. If you're not trying to grow your Instagram following, you're trying to get business stuff, you can pin this. If I sold this hat in my shop on my site, I could pin to that listing and then use my Instagram reel as a Pinterest image or video and link to the thing that I'm trying to sell. You should do that for every single thing that you create. If you have an Etsy listing and you've got 10 photos, each 10 of those photos can be a pin image. And you can go into Canva. I can show you this too. Let me go into Canva. I'm going to share my screen. Let me just make sure we're not showing any information. And it's also, just for anybody who's curious, it's snowing outside. It was 70 something degrees like 2 days ago. Hopefully you can see. Okay, so you can go to Canva, canva.com. It's free. There's also a paid option. Pinterest is what I'm just typing in right there in the search box. And now these are all of the templates that Canva has. The ones with the crown, this kind of crown. I know I say it like this kind, or maybe it's crown. I call it all crown. It's all crown. But the ones with the little princess hats, those are for pro. So if you don't have a pro account, you won't be able to use these ones, but there's not all of them. And you can also filter it. You can filter it to be not pro. There's a way to do that somewhere. Free, I guess would be the word. Category. There's a way to do that. But I do have pro, so I can click on any of these. This was a free one. There's not a little princess crown. But you can click on it and then customize this template. And let me share the right screen. Now, let me make sure there's nothing going to show up that's weird. Now I can just change all of these pictures by clicking and dragging and adding my own photos. So let's say that one. And let's say let's say all these pictures are for the same crochet pattern, okay? Let's just say they're for the same pattern. And I'm trying to link to this pattern, or not just the pattern, the finished piece. So let's say all of these are for a finished piece. And I could say bunny lovey, and then I could say Easter, or I could say this. I can say Easter gifts for babies, and then you just readjust it, readjust the template, make it fit, put it in the center, and then say right here, bunny lovey, and then I will save that image. Upload it into Pinterest as a pin image and link to the bunny lovey. And make sure the titles and tags are all talking about the bunny lovey and how it's a great Easter gift for babies. You can do that with your Etsy pictures, your social media posts. If you take pictures for your blog, if you send pictures to your friends, like whatever. If you get pictures from your friends or your customers and they give you permission to use them, put it all on Pinterest over and over and over again. Pinterest is a fantastic traffic driver, whether you're selling finished pieces or trying to get blog traffic. So great idea is Pinterest. Hopefully that was helpful. I feel like that kind of went all over the place. Thank you, Deborah, for your question. Anthea said she got to go to Hobby Lobby. She is our Canadian friend. That's very exciting. I'm glad you enjoyed it. She also got to go to Joann's. Anthea, which one did you like better for yarn? It's snowing and it makes me very angry. Okay. Next question says, how long before 4th of July would you start posting about relevant products on Instagram? Asking already because we have the 17th of May here in Norway. March, April, May. It's May where you are? Right now? Crazy. Anthea said she liked Hobby Lobby the best for yarn. Me too, girl. I don't even go out of my way to go to Joann's, but I will for fabric because I sew now. So when it comes to creating seasonal content, I recommend looking at the 2024 content calendar. This is a free resource, not the printed version, but the digital version is free. You can go to acraftyconcept.com/content calendar. There it is on the screen, and get the free version of this. And then I would go to July. And then I would go right before that. So June, and then there's an action step for each one. And then there's an up next, a plan ahead section, and then a what you should be posting right now section. I would look at that. They should be about 45 days ahead of time. So in June, the plan ahead says to start thinking about back to school stuff. Let me go to May. May's plan ahead says we got 4th of July coming up soon. So start planning for that stuff. Also, every one of the months has a countdown to the next major holidays. And this is a US based document, but you can look at it and then tweak it for your own needs, if that makes sense. And you can add your own social media holidays to the calendar if you need to, things like that. But it's, I think, like 45 to 90 days ahead of time. And another thing that you can do if you're not sure is look at what the stores are doing and then be thinking along those same lines. Those people have like scientists and researchers that and psychologists that know like people's minds. Like it's a whole thing. So look and see what they're doing, and then you can kind of know our national day. I don't know. Hopefully that was helpful. I'm glad it's not May where you are right now, because that threw me for a loop. Hopefully that was helpful. So 45 to 90 days. But if it's really important to your business, like if you have an entire business built around selling Christmas stuff only, promote it all the time. It's okay if it's too early, because some people are going to be planners and pre-planners and they like to get their stuff done early. And Pinterest, they have told us repeatedly that people pin their stuff like 45 days before they need it. So if I'm going on a family vacation in August, I'm planning it now in March and April and May. I'm planning my August vacation. So keep that in mind too, especially Pinterest users. That's really, really talked about a lot in the Pinterest world. Louise says, when is Crochet Boss Academy opening up? And do you suggest it for a busy working mom who's looking to jump into the crochet business? So Louise, I suggest Crochet Boss Academy for anybody who is a crocheter who sells finished pieces that would like to grow their business, to do more of what they're already doing, right? If you are already tapped out and you're getting as many sales as you could possibly want, and you're getting as much engagement on social media as you could possibly want, and you have all of your ducks in a row, and you don't want to get any different, like you don't want to grow in any way or tweak things to make it more efficiently, like you're very happy with what's going on, then I probably wouldn't invest in education on something that's going to suggest that I change stuff around, right? But if you're stressed, if you're overwhelmed, Crochet Boss Academy can help you. If you've not started yet, Crochet Boss Academy can help you. If you've started but things aren't going anywhere, Crochet Boss Academy can help you. Finished piece sellers. Would I suggest it for a busy working mom? Absolutely. The modules will drop on Saturday mornings, either Saturday mornings or like Friday is at midnight Eastern Standard Time. I'm honestly not 100% sure, but it's Saturdays. And then you have Saturday and Sunday to go through the module. And then the whole week, Monday through Friday, inside of the Facebook group, I will be putting out very intentional prompts, and like thought exercises and activity exercises to do as groups inside of the Facebook group. And you can partake in as much or as little as you have time for. But the modules drop on weekends. That way my weekend warriors can crank it out and go through the whole module. And that way they're able to join in the Facebook group as much or as little as they can throughout the week. That was suggested to me from one of my students after the first round of Crochet Boss Academy classes. I think it was in 2021. Somebody gave me that as feedback and I implemented it immediately the next year. I thought that was a gorgeous idea. So yes, busy working moms, you get to go through the content at your own pace. You have access to the content forever. I take you through it 1 week at a time, one module, 1 week. And we do it together as a Facebook group. And then with me, with Facebook Lives and stuff every day. It's like 4 days a week. But you have access to the content forever. So even if you're not able to go through it at the pace of the class, you can go through it on your own. If it takes you 3 weeks to go through module 1, good. Keep doing that. Keep working hard on it and like putting all of your energy. That's excellent. That's totally fine. You will have access to it forever. You will have access to the Facebook group forever. It will just be turned off to where no more posts will be created, but all the previous posts that have already been posted, you will have access to forever. Anytime I update or add any content to the course itself, you will get as a Crochet Boss Academy student forever. So keep that in mind. Also, we have a members only podcast where I read the modules to you so you can listen to them audibly. auditory. And so like if you're crocheting or you're driving to work or you're in the car ride or pickup line, you can be listening to them as long as you can do it in a safe way. Like don't put yourself at risk. Like one, maybe play it on the computer. I mean, on the stereo, not like headphones. Be safe. Pay attention to the people around you. Pay attention to your children. Lord have mercy. But the podcast was created as another tool on your tool belt to help you go through the content as efficiently as possible. I like to hear it and read it and take notes at the same time. Like I'll pause and write something down, or I'll highlight. That's how my brain works. So that was just another resource that we started in 2023 that a lot of students seem to really like. Okay, let's see where we got any more questions. Perfect. Okay. Should we make our Pinterest account for? Okay. I'm trying to grab some of these. We only have 4 minutes left, so I'm going to try to answer the one that I think is the most helpful for the most people. I love you, adding customization. Oh. Okay. Okay. Christina, highly recommend offering the personalization if that's something you're able to manage. Like if you're up for that. Yes, I think that's a great thing to add, especially on Etsy. When it comes to pricing, my answer, I know that you hang out every single week. I see your name every single week. So I know that you've heard my spiel on pricing. Same applies to this. Just make sure it's worth your time. Make sure it's worth the extra stuff that you're adding in. It should be more expensive than the one without the embroidery. Okay. I'm trying. Oh, Anthea's coming in hot with recommending Crochet Boss Academy. Thank you, Anthea. Okay, let's see. I'm going to answer Lila's question because it's talking about Pinterest, and that's something we've already touched on. So she said, when you talk about Pinterest, should we make a business Pinterest account for pinning our things to, or can we pin it to our personal account? Very good question, Lila. Very, very good question. You should have a business Pinterest account because you need to see the analytics and have the option to run ads if you want to. You need to be able to see how your stuff is performing so you know which ones the audience likes more, and you won't get any of that with a personal Pinterest. Also, along this same line, you should not pin your personal stuff to your business Pinterest account. Your business Pinterest should be only ideal customer specific things that serve your ideal customer well. You need multiple boards that you can pin your products to, multiple boards. So if you look at let me try to pull it up one more time. And I know it's a little different because I'm a designer, not a finished piece seller. I'm just going to go to my profile. Okay, share my screen, share. Okay, this is my profile, just like a crafty concept, pinterest.com/a crafty concept. These are my pins that I've created. And then there's also saved, which is ones that I've saved. So this takes you to all of my boards. And I'm also going to show you what is wrong with mine because it's not perfect. So this one is called Ad Free. Why didn't it let me read the whole title? Ad Free Crochet Pattern Downloads. So that's where I pin my PDFs, the paid PDFs. Ashante Facebook group. This one, see that lock on there? That means it's private. So nobody can see that one except for me. So that shouldn't affect my algorithm stuff, but don't hold me to that. But this one, Ashante, I can pin anything that I post ever on my blog or business to Ashante. I can pin stickers, I can pin PDFs, I can pin free crochet pattern links to my blog, I can pin YouTube videos, Instagram posts, anything I want. Anything I want can go into the Ashante Crochet Facebook group pin. This is a group board called Best Crochet Wearables. This is where I will pin any of my crochet patterns that are a wearable, free or paid. So I can pin my wearable PDFs to go buy them in my shop, or my wearable ad-free ad experience like that on my blog, right? We can do either one of those. That's a secret board. Christmas crochet patterns. This is where I pin all of the free crochet Christmas patterns. Mine and my friends, like Allie's stuff is pinned there. Crochet I Love, that's a group board. Crochet Clothes, patterns, very specific to clothes, crochet business tips, crochet blankets. So you need to be able to pin your products on multiple boards that you have. You can do group boards, or you can just make a bunch of your own, or you can mix it up and do a little bit of both. But you want to be able to pin your one product to like at least 5 of your boards or more. That way it gets just in the Pinterest universe, in Pinterest land. Okay. The more that you can pin, the better. And you want all of your boards to be ideal customer specific. You do not want something weird, because as you can see over here, Ava's 8th birthday, this is not ideal customer specific. That has nothing to do with my business. I know a lot of people who follow me also like to do birthday parties for their kids because we're a bunch of moms, a lot of us, which is great. And I can share this information with you guys, no problem. But if I add this, it will confuse Pinterest. And then Pinterest will not see me as the crochet pattern business tip gal. Everything that I share on Pinterest is crochet patterns and business tips for crochet business owners. If I start adding in other stuff, it's going to like diminish my authority on the stuff that's the most important. So you don't want any boards in your business Pinterest account that is not business specific. And if you can't pin your products to that board, you don't need that board. It's okay to pin outside stuff too. That's good service. You want to serve your ideal customer well by pinning other things on the internet that have been helpful, but you want to be able to pin your own stuff. That's the main purpose, is you want to get sales. That's the purpose of your business, is to get sales. Susie also seconds Anthea and said that she loved Crochet Boss Academy and it was worth every penny. Thank you, girls. I really appreciate that. It means more to me than you could ever know. I didn't see any questions coming in from Facebook, so I don't know what was happening on that end. Probably just didn't come through at all. If you were joining me in the Ash and Tay Crochet Facebook group and I didn't see a single one of your comments, I'm sorry. We were testing it to see how it would go. Obviously not well, so we might not do that again. I'm going to jump over to Facebook as soon as this lives and see what's happening over there, like what's going on in the comments, and see if you guys even enjoyed it or not. But if you want to be involved in the comments, YouTube is where it's at, and it's not my fault. I use a streaming service called StreamYard, and then they are working with all these third parties. So YouTube makes it easy for StreamYard, and StreamYard makes it easy for me. So that's the one that we go with. Sorry about Ash and Tay Facebook group. Hopefully you still just enjoyed listening, like my grand fam over here enjoyed listening. So hopefully it was still helpful. But thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for asking your questions and being involved in the comments. If you are here on YouTube, I could not do it without you. I mean, I could, but it would look really weird. We will still be going live for the rest of March. We have one Monday left in March, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then in April, we're going to stick to 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. So that's going to be through April. Things might change once we get to May. I'm not sure, but you can stick with this time at least through April. I hope that you guys learned something. Go apply something that you learned. Teach your brain that when you take in information, your body does an action. And you will get in the habit of doing that, and you will be way more productive and working smarter, not harder. That's what we want to do. Thanks for being here. I will see you guys next week and over on social media and all the places. Have a great day. I'll talk soon. Okay, Instagram.